Onimanyamfo Ken Ofori Atta was off for Shesi Kasamso. At the Sansem Venina to Ja, I will receive Wabra call her now by Nana Moon to a word to Pempenso Madru. Our domestic debt exchange program Nimono. Now the Sansem Venina to Rashibi Jofono anymore. When Yabra walk as an watch the pensions Yahodua. 1 for 1 cent as Yapoma singing ano. Sa domestic debt exchange program ya oyi wa yi wo mo afrim ne said amobon so ahodo no mo ato no ebire no duru na ewo ho a ehom fa so ani sikaboti ne.
Mr. Speaker, government remains committed to the well-being and dignity of our senior citizens and pensioners. Indeed, it has personally, Mr. Speaker, caused me great distress as a number of our pensioners have picketed at the premises of the Ministry of Finance since Monday, February 6, 2023. I have already indicated in my press release, Mr. Speaker, dated 14th February 2023, the government will honor their coupons, payments, and maturing principles, like all government bonds, in line with government's fiscal commitments. Mr. Speaker, in seeking to understand the concerns of our senior citizens, I have met with them on 3 occasions. The most recent was yesterday, 15 February 2022, where I explained the terms of the new bonds. Mr. Speaker, I subsequently wrote to their convener, letting him know, Mr. Speaker, that all pensioners who did not participate in the bond offering are exempted. Mr. Speaker, I pray that puts paid to the need for our senior citizens to picket at the ministry.
And watch no Rashibi Jafimuti Amehin on Minyamfo Abanbaben so Ekasaya, what didn't some say in a tuja.
I will in future be considering your request for ministers to come and brief the House with a different eye. Well, I'm not even sure that many of you heard what the minister said. Many of you were rather engaged in personal conversations. You were not listening to the minister. It's not that the minister was not loud, but you were not listening. And I'm going to watch those of you going to make the contributions, the comments. We had students from the Tamale Technical University, led by their tutors. They just left. They were the large group seated at my right side on the public gallery. And then we also have products of homeschool. I'm sure this is the first time some of you have heard homeschool. Education is not only the formal one, you go to school, you can also be educated at home. So we have some of the products here with us.
Dom do no candy for abedi achire e yon Minyamfo Afenyo Markins ono so nya abra wo kasa nsem sei no de tuja.
Now, Mr. Speaker, the minister has come to this house under Order 72. It requires of us to make brief comment. Honorable Atufosin, now I'm coming to you. Brief comment. Brief comment. Are you interested in working with the rules, or you don't want us to work with the rules? Mr. Speaker says, let's go in accord with the rules of the House. In any event, you as a minority leader, if you want to do something more, there are other tools available. If you want to come by a motion to debate and get some other information, you have that tool. It's within the rules. Again, if you want to file a question, if after this engagement and you want to file a question as minority leader, it is part of your bona fides. So you can file as many urgent questions as possible for Mr. Speaker to consider. But Mr. Speaker, for you to say that because since you were born, you have not seen any matter of such national importance, therefore, it is only by giving 10 minutes each that you would be able to exhaust your point. Mr. Speaker, such an argument, such a submission for you to vary your orders, Mr. Speaker, a submission of this nature sits on stilts. And to pay attention to me, I'm responding to your argument. Hey, don't let your backbenchers distract you. Don't let your backbenchers distract you. I'm making an argument. Listen, I'm using the rules to counter you. Listen, Mr. Speaker, you should pay attention. We are talking about the rules. Unless Honorable Atu-Forson is not interested in parliamentary jurisprudence. If you say so, then say it into the record. We are going to work with the rules. You don't want it? So, Mr. Speaker, with respect, let's go by your direction, let's go by your ruling, and let's make progress. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, yes, minority from bench.
Dom Kumano Candyfo, Kiso Ato-Forson, so Kasaya, or Church and Insemu, AC.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I heard the Deputy Majority Leader say that Parliament has approved the debt restructuring program. Mr. Speaker, that is palpable lie. Mr. Speaker, I have with me the budget statement and economic policy of government. Mr. Speaker, I refer you to page 71. Page 71. Paragraph 278. Mr. Speaker, it goes on to say that, Mr. Speaker, details of the debt operations program will be announced soon to the public and investor community after the necessary engagement with all relevant stakeholders. Mr. Speaker, Parliament does not have the information our minister responsible for finance has given to us today. This is the first time this August House has had the opportunity to have a bite on this matter. Mr. Speaker, again, the statement that the minister so far has given to the public is not known to us as a House. It's not known to us as a House. And so, Mr. Speaker, if the minister is before us, it is only fair that members of Parliament will have at least 10 minutes each to speak to this matter. Mr. Speaker, I believe that as minority leader, I should be given 20 minutes minimum. 20 minutes minimum to respond to some of the concerns that the minister has raised. Mr. Speaker, this is a major threat to our economy. So I appeal to you to grant us that opportunity so that we can debate this or make comment appropriately. And let him not create impression that brief comment means speak for 2 seconds. My brief comment is a minimum of 20 minutes for your information.
Yes, please.